Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Don't Argue podcast here. I hope you guys are well. That being said, it is Easter, and I hope you guys are well and safe and enjoying yourselves. But yes, it is that time of the week again, my favorite time of the week, where I get to talk about Freo and our upcoming game, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. I'll be giving you guys my thoughts on the squad, five key players for both sides, as well as my strengths and weaknesses, and then our prediction, and then my conclusion. So look, without further ado, let's get arguing. I guess I'll be going Essendon first, and then Fremantle afterwards. So Essendon have Dyson Heppel, Jaden Levard, as well as Jake Kelly for fullback. Halfbacks, you got Nick Hind, Jordan Ridley, as well as Mason Redman. And the centres, you have Sam Durman, Andrew McGrath, as well as Nick Cox. And then half forwards, you have Archie Perkins, Alec Waterman, Nick Martin. Full forwards, you have Andrew Phillips, Peter Wright, and then Matt Goulfey. And then the followers are Sam Draper, Dylan Shield, as well as Darcy Parish. Your interchange, she's Jai Caldwell, Brandon Zirk-Thatcher, Tom Cutler, Devon Smith, Braden Ham, Ben Hobbs, Tex Wanganeen, as well as Kane Baldwin. For Fremantle, in the fullback, you have Brennan Cox, Alex Pearce, James Aish. Halfback, you have Hayden Young, Luke Ryan, as well as Brandon Walker. Centres, you see Jordan Clark, Andrew Bayshaw, as well as Blake Acres. And then the half forwards are Travis Coyler, Matt Tabner, as well as Bailey Banfield. Full forwards, you see Michael Frederick, Rory Lobb, as well as Michael Walters. The followers are Sean Darcy, Will Brodie, as well as David Mundy. And the interchange, she's Griffin Logue, Caleb Serong, Nathan O'Driscoll, Heath Chapman, Darcy Tucker, Neil Erasmus, Nathan Wilson, as well as Switkowski. Fremantle with Lockie Schultz, and I just want to quickly touch on that. So he's out for health and safety protocol reasons. I'm not here to sort of go into the debate here, but it's really unfortunate. Obviously, we need him. He's going to be a big out. It's sort of like that small, big Hulk built like forward that he is. It's so pivotal to have someone like him, and he does a lot of things that unfortunately Freo have struggled with, and that's kick a straight goal. And his influence all over the park will be missed. He just has this sort of grit and determination about him that I love watching with Lockie Schultz. He just seems to, when things are going tough, he'll just pull something from nowhere and just use it to motivate him to pull the boys along. So we're going to definitely be missing him. But in saying that, Pierce, Serong, Darcy Tucker, as well as Nathan Wilson are in. And you got to look at it as positives, right? Overall, the squad is good. I have no issues there. I mean, obviously, you got the likes of Tabner, which is good. You got Brodie, you got Mundy, Walters, you got Frederick. Again, the team itself is a strong team. However, in saying that, I still think, though, there are probably some key areas for us to sort of look at and I guess try and flow with. Again, against the Giants last week, I thought we did all right, but there was a bit of an arm wrestle, right, in the first and second quarter, a bit of back forth, which was all right. But, obviously our class sort of shown at the end in the fourth quarter there. But how to try and prevent the arm wrestle from happening, I think, is probably the big question there. But I look in saying that I'm happy Serong's back. He'll add a lot more to the game. O'Driscoll as well, Erasmus. I love Erasmus. You got Chapman, you got Wilson. As mentioned, he's back. You got Michael Frederick, Jordan Clark, Brodie. It's just even himself. Will Brodie had a fantastic game. I think all over the park. And again, Brandon Walker, Luke Ryan, Hayden Young. Look, my thoughts on the squad, I think it's a good squad. I mean, you can't really, minus Nat Fife obviously being in there, the GOAT. I'm not going to really, look down on the squad personally. I like it. I enjoy it. Just give me your thoughts on there. But I think it's a good squad. All right. So, again, with Essendon, look, I'm not sure if you've been watching, and I'm sure you Bombers fans out there who are watching will probably be happy to hear this news. But I don't think personally, look... Essendon have had the wood over Fremantle for the last couple of years, unfortunately. They just seem to find our number. I don't know why or how, but they just, like, for example, last year it was 68.61, the year prior 63.57, and 2019 it was 55.87, you know what I mean? So, again, Essendon have our number, and so it's up to us to try and rectify those losses, particularly with the way we're looking now. I believe we have too good a squad to be struggling against a team like Essendon. And I'm not going to take anything away from them. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, in terms of where we want to be, we need to beat teams like this, just like the Giants at home last week. We got to beat the Bombers here, right? Absolutely, we do. But yes, 5 key players. So for Essendon, I've got the likes of obviously Dyson Heppel, just a veteran. He just knows how to get the boys around the park. Another person as well to look out for, I think, is Darcy Parish as well. I've also got Andrew Phillips. I've got Jordan Ridley as well as Dylan Shield. Those are my 5 guys to look out for Essendon. And then for Fremantle, I have Michael Frederick to look out for. He'll have a big game, I reckon. I reckon Nathan O'Driscoll as well. I also think Jordan Clark. I think Matt Tabner. And I think, last but not least, I think Alex Pearce. Look out for Pearce to have a big game. So those are my 5 key players to look out for. Yes, now with the weaknesses here, right, and the strengths. For Fremantle, I think in terms of our weaknesses, there's not too much there to talk about. I do believe we have ironed them out. But like I said, in the midfield, things sort of happen. I want to see us do a better job at trying to deliver into our forward 50 more, particularly kicking straight. I think that's another one as well we need to continue to work on. Fremantle just, like last week was good in that sense that in the fourth quarter we were smacking it down the middle, which is good to see. But obviously you want to see more of that, right? You want to see more. Another thing as well, I just want to see how the boys play. Again, with Pearce being in and out. I just hope that this game here, we can see a bit of stability from him. And obviously he'll be up with a tough challenge as well. Some of the Essendon forwards who did a good job against the Crows there. Though you may argue and say there was probably it was a tight game. But hey, in saying that, a win is a win, so they'll be feeling, very good. Now, with Freo as well, the strengths I mentioned, I guess we're doing really well. And slowly but surely, the ball movement's getting there. Our penetrating kicks in the midfield are getting there. Defensively, I think we'll slowly but surely, we're actually turning out to be a very good defensive team, I think anyway, nullifying any team's chance of attack, which is the best thing about it. I absolutely love that. And overall, I just think as a team collectively, we're definitely moving in the way that you want to see. Now, granted, the way I look at it is, it doesn't matter about who we face because you can only beat who's in front of you. So, you may hear thoughts of maybe even the fact that, the challenge hasn't been as tough. But you know what? Ultimately, you can only play who's in front of you, and it is what it is, right? So, in saying that, I think our strengths all over the park should be good enough to deal with a team like the Bombers, who unfortunately have had the wood over us, but not this year. All right, guys, so I come into the predictions, and look, like I said, Fremantle, over Marvel Stadium, right, on a Sunday Arvo, Easter Sunday. Look, I think the way it's going to go is I think Bombers are going to be very tough at first. This might even be a grind right to the end, similar to their game against the Crows. But I'm saying that if Fremantle can, again, just keep the pressure there, go with that solid ball movement, again, entries in the 50, marking, if we can all get that stuff there good, I think it'll be very, very good for us. Having Serong there is a good slot in for someone like Schultz, but obviously you'd rather have Schultz any time of the day with Serong, but you just got to do what you got to do, right? I reckon the likes of Sam Swiskowski will be very, very big for this game here. Neil Erasmus, I think, might have a big game. Just watch that out there. Michael Frederick, and I reckon even the likes of Griffin Lowe, I just think this is a game here where it might require a few certain other players that you probably don't normally see, become like, so, quote unquote, one of the better players. And I think this might be one of the games for it. But look, in terms of prediction, I reckon I think Fremantle win. We win this game. Of course we do. We win this game here by, I reckon, we're going to go big. Stuff it. I'm going to call it. We win this game here by 20 points, 26 points. Yeah, I reckon we go big in this game here. 26 points. Fremantle up. That is my thoughts there. Tell me yours. Lastly, guys, I'm just going to finish off with a conclusion. Look, it hasn't been pretty our last couple of encounters, but in saying that Freo are on the up, we should be absolutely looking at that Giants game as a motivating factor. We should be looking at the fact that we've got Serong back in, Pearce back in, Tucker as well as Wilson in as well as a factor as well. But look, for me, I'll be looking closely at Walters as well as Wilson just regarding the production they can produce. I really do want them to have a good game in particular. But overall, look, it's those games where it's not pretty, but I think we'll be able to do it. All over the park, though, we should, right? That's the reality. I think there's not much to say there, apart from the fact that we should win, and we need to win, right? But I look in saying that, we've just got to do with what we got to do, I guess. But, yeah, overall, Freo can, Freo will, because Freo is the way to go. But look, in saying that, I hope you guys are well. Thanks for watching. Give me your thoughts. And again, thanks for subscribing as well. I am going to be putting in more content. But in saying that, take it easy. See you guys next time. And go Freo. Go Freo. Have a happy, safe Easter. Bless you all. And also, yeah, Essendon, guess what? Don't argue.